Or should parents be sending their kids to the naughty corner? Is timeout bad for them long term? And what are the alternatives? Let's bring in Claire Orange, our parenting expert. Good afternoon to you, Claire.
Hi, Tracy.
Timeout or the naughty corner, how does it make kids feel?
Well, let's have a scenario. Let's say, you're reading the news and you stumble over your lines and, the newsreader next to you is really competent and he doesn't stumble over his, so you lean over and you give him a good slap. It sounds inviting. And then I racing and I say, you're such a naughty girl, Tracy. You have to go and sit in the naughty corner. It's terrible and you feel very embarrassed and humiliated. It's not going to make you behave better. It's just going to make you feel terrible, right?
That's right. I do have Tomo sitting here, but we're not fighting at the moment, so it's okay.
You're not going to do a dramatic
No. You don't have to send one of us to the timeout corner, or naughty corner, I should say. All right. Well, look, is there a way to use timeout effectively?
Of course there is. So if we go away from that situation, our kids get frustrated, they get overwhelmed, they find it hard to follow the rules. All of these things happen. They're little people learning about a big world. So when we use timeout effectively, we're using it to give them some space and to get them to calm down and make a better decision rather than punishing them. You can never punish a child into better behaviour. You can only assist them to calm down, to make a better choice, even the one that's on now.
It's awful to watch. Look, but I mean, as you mentioned there are other ways to, discipline your children. What can parents do?
Well, there's lots of things we can do as parents, Tracy. One of the best things you can do as a parent is to catch that behaviour on the way up. So make sure you're giving your children really good warnings about when you're seeing things going out. So try and distract them from what they're doing or let them know that they're going to be getting to the end of where, your boundary is. So help children to figure out what the rules are, make them really explicit for kids. And then when they have crossed the line is to have a consequence that's fair and reasonable for your child. Generally, there's a natural consequence for many things. If I say to a kid, don't jump on the couch, and they jump on the couch and they smack their head, there's a natural consequence. Chances are next time when I go, don't jump on the couch, they'll stop. Otherwise, have a sensible consequence in place and do that consistently in your parenting.
What's your stance on timeout?
Oh, it's completely unsexy at the moment to talk about timeout.
Okay.
And so I'll just go in the completely unsexy camp. Of course, timeout works in families. I like timeout. If I'm feeling stressed out and strung out and feel like I am going to, say things I'm going to regret, I need a few minutes to calm down and make a better decision. So why would we not let our children do that? If you do timeout and remember that you're calming down the system of the brain that gets emotionally overwhelmed, if you take it kindly and think it's a space to calm down in rather than a space to be punished and humiliated in, it's a really wonderful space for every parent to set aside for their child to learn a vital life skill, to calm down.
Yeah, it's time for them to also sit and reflect, I suppose, as well, without any distractions.
Yeah, eventually they get there.
Yeah, eventually. All right, Claire, thank you so much for chatting to us again. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Tracy.
Thank you.